every year someone takes a big-ass bump off something and dies. Used to be Shelton Benjamin all the time.
Mm-hmm. Then it was Sin Cara.
Well, he can't help it.
botched
He's
it.
Gravity's plaything. Gravity's like, hey, I'm not going to work for you now. Now I work. Ha ha ha. It's like he's got an anti-gravity device and it keeps malfunctioning. I'm flying. Ah!
Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to the CanUK podcast, the podcast done by fans for fans of everything nerdy, and the one show that you can be guaranteed to be released on a weekly basis in a timely manner, just like the PlayStation Store. And joining me this week, on the show, first off, it's Israel Pacheco.
Yay!
How you doing?
That was good. I like that intro. I'm doing pretty good, yeah. That was pretty fun.
And also joining us this week, making his return back, it's DrLech.
Yeah, they may get rid of my channel, but they can't get rid of me.
They got rid of your channel?
Yeah. Apparently they don't like naked animated butt cheeks.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, that really does suck.
Yeah, my channel's gone. They even got rid of my email, too.
Jesus.
Yeah. I think I really pissed them off. Don't know why. I mean, see a hell of a lot worse than fucking Rust gameplays.
Yeah, no kidding.
But hey, on to my other projects, that's all.
Exactly. Shove it in their face by making more butt cheeks.
I actually want to keep this channel for a while.
Just make funny censor bars. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, I could do that. I'll use your face as a censor bar.
All right. I'm down with that.
You say that now, wait till you see what I censor with it.
All right. Well, we've got quite the show this week. Trying to tone things, down in scale at least. And we've got a bunch of news stories, and we're going to dive straight into those. And Israel, why don't you kick us off this week?
Well, the first news story we got here is a bummer, and that is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt has been pushed back to February of 2015. We were expecting this game later on this year, coming to the next-gen consoles and PC, but it's been pushed back, which kind of sucks, because this was one of my most anticipated games, and that's coming from somebody who hasn't played the previous Witcher games. I just recently picked up Witcher 2 on 360. Got to give that a go. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this kind of sucks. This was one of the big releases of the year. What do you guys think about this?
Why was it held back? Or delayed?
Sorry. I think it's just more polished time. The whole PR spin, like, to reach its full potential type of thing.
Okay, I can't really argue with that, considering how many games have been coming out incomplete and broken in the past year.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, who knows? Well, knowing CD Projekt Red, it's probably a thing for the best. They know what they're doing, so.
Yeah, I'm going to have to trust them on this one.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully it's not something like having to scale it back so that the game looks the same on both PS4 and Xbox One. Which apparently is the rumor going around for Watch Dogs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that. But as long as the game comes out well in February, maybe they're trying to get out of the holiday, season too. Make February theirs. Since as of right now, I don't think there's anything else that we know for sure it's coming out in February of next year. We probably will know something after E3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is actually a pretty good idea because that way they can sell some more systems during the holiday season, and then boom, in with a new game when people start getting their tax returns.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, exactly right.
And before the March Madness.
The March Madness. Make it sound like a disease or something.
It is for the wallet, that's for damn sure.
More like a famine for the wallet.
Almost as bad as a Steam sale.
Oh. Yeah, but those are like seriously bittersweet. It's like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want. Oh God, I'm broke.
It's like a happy genocide.
That's the title. That's the title. Of that
Right there, happy genocide. It's got to make it sound Japanese. Happy genocide, great job.
All right. Well, moving on to our next story here. It was, well, there was a slow news day on IGN this past week, and they spoke out saying that Battlefield 4 server rentals are coming to consoles very soon, or soon, knowing EA. Soon, probably next year.
Probably. No date.
I don't think so. I'm double checking here right now. Yeah, it's just in response, an EA spokesman answered, "Indeed, it's coming. I'm afraid we don't have any information on this quite yet, but it's coming soon. Keep your eyes peeled on the Control Room and Battlefield blog."
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm sure they're still trying to actually, finish the game first before they do this.
Yeah, it would be nice if they can do an update that doesn't crash the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I'm currently going through as the resident Battlefield player.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, their last update, it just fucked over everything.
Damn.
Yeah, that sucks. I still have not gone back to it since I bought it. I still don't know why I bought it.
I mean, when it works, it's a great, fun game, and I'm really looking forward to a lot of the new game modes coming out for it, but Jesus Christ, the net coding, they need to get down on that. They need to increase the tick rate for the servers, and just, there's so many fucking problems with it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, at this point, I've gone back to playing Battlefield 3.
Oh, wow.
Because it works.
Mm-hmm.
There's no shooting people and then going behind the corner and then getting shot by magic bullets.
Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
All right. Well, speaking of magic, Lech, you've got our next story.
All right, let me just copy and paste the link here. And Shaq Fu, a Legend Reborn, is in development. Oh, fuck you. Really? Out of all the stories you give me... Fine. After just a brief mention by basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal in January, a proper sequel to Shaq Fu is officially in development. Yeah, that's right. Shaq Fu, a Legend Reborn, is now raising funds on Indiegogo because nobody else wants to touch the project. At the time of the article, which is from March 6th, the project has raised just under $3,000.
Yeah, I just checked. It's at $75,797.
And its final goal...
75,000.
And its final goal is $450,000. Now, I gotta admit, I watched the trailer. Seriously, if you're going to put a game in development and you want people to invest in it, you think you'd put the best animation, the best graphics, put that out there. No. This looks abysmal.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a 90s 3D animated show. A bad one.
A very bad one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this makes Reboot look good. Yeah. Try going back and watching those old episodes. Ugh. Childhood ruin, that's for sure. Yeah, for starters, they made Shaq look like Marduk from Tekken series. Yeah. Just imagine Marduk with the Shaq smile.
That's funny.
That's nightmare fuel right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, there's nothing appealing about the game. The first one sucked so bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's considered one of the, top 10 worst games ever made.
Oh, yes.
And this one is just like, even at the end, Shaq says himself, this time we won't fool it up. Seriously, anybody hyped for this yet? Anybody?
No, I like the name of the company though, Big D's. Big D's Productions, because you getting screwed over with this game.
Oh man, at least it's a good name company.
That is hilarious.
Yep.
And I have to admit, Shaq is currently playing for my home team, which is the Sacramento Kings,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
which is just makes why God why God.
To be honest, I didn't even think he was still playing.
Yeah, I swore he was retired. Thought he was retired already. Oh,
Nah, he's got to prove he's better than Kobe.
no.
Oh, man. You know, in a way, I kind of hope this does reach its goal and they do make it. I could use another game to play on Fridays.
If you ever beat fucking Ride to Hell.
If that ever happens.
God, I thought you beat it last week, but no, there's more.
Yep.
And
Talk
it's,
about-
it's going to be awful too.
I'm looking here at the stretch goals. These are great. At 500,000, they'll add a challenge mode. At 550,000, 2 additional levels and an additional playable character. At 650,000, an iOS and Android Feel the Thrill of Shaq Fu. Oh, it gets better. At $775,000, we'll finally get a console version for the Xbox and PS3. Note now, this is the Xbox and no word of the Xbox 360 here. At $960,000, Shaq in your pocket with PlayStation Vita and 3DS versions. Not sure if anybody wants that.
No, nobody.
At 1,080,000, because, odd number, Nintendo lovers get the action on Wii U, which I'm sure they're happy that it's at 1 million, because that's never going to happen. And at 1,620,000, Shaq Goes Turbo on Xbox One and PS4.
Oh man.
It's no.
No, there was one goal here. Yes, first. Oh, these have changed since I last looked at them. They've actually lowered some of these. Now for only $600, if you pledge that much, Shaq will follow you on Twitter for 1 year.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Wow.
I'm done. No, fuck this. I'm done. No.
I should try to like run into him because I've seen him before here in town, like at the mall across town, like in the tourist area.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him walking around, so I should like run into him and be like, "Why are you making this? Why are you doing this? Follow me on Twitter for free." Oh.
Run up to him, start yelling, "Why? Why are you doing this to us?" I'm convinced Shaq's the Antichrist. He can't act. I mean, well, actually, wouldn't he be the anti-Antichrist because nobody likes him? Fuck.
Just wait until they announce the Justin Bieber DLC for the game.
Now that we just beat the crap out of Justin Bieber. Yes. 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 Yes.
All right.
I'm all on board for that game.
All right, well, let's move away from the shitty announcements to the great announcements. Israel, you've got some fantastic news.
So the best announcement, in my opinion, that's come out this past week is the announcement of Batman Arkham Knight, which is the third game from Rocksteady, of course known from Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. It's going to be hitting shelves later this year in October for next-gen consoles and PC. And I'm actually really surprised it's coming out that soon, especially with Arkham Origins coming out last year. I'm a big fan of the, first two Arkham games. I tried out Arkham Origins. There was something off about it. I really couldn't get into it. I am going to give it another shot before this one comes out. But this has definitely, gone up. Now that The Witcher 3 is out of this year, this game is definitely on the top of my list as most anticipated games. Because the Batman games are amazing, in my opinion.
Maybe that's why CD Projekt Red delayed The Witcher 3. They were like, oh, fuck, Batman's coming. Nope, next year.
My God.
Yeah, this is looking incredible. We even got a full cinematic trailer for it, too, which looked amazing.
Yeah. Which is good. At least it wasn't just like a teaser trailer that's like 15 seconds or just a image of the logo or anything. We actually got some footage. It's not gameplay footage, of course, but it still gives you, an idea. Yeah, an idea of what the game's going to potentially look like, what the game, the new features that they're going to be adding to the game. The Batmobile.
Yes, I was just about to say that. We finally get to drive the motherfucking Batmobile.
The Batmobile, I'm really interested to see how they're going to pull that off, because in other games that are, like open world and you have vehicles, people just run over pedestrians all day. Like GTA, people love to run people over. So I don't know how it's going to work in this game, because Batman's not known for being that type of character. Like, is he going to run over like a little kid, like on the sidewalk? Like, I really want to see how they put that into this game. And they said it's, 3 times, something like that. Was it 3 times the size of Arkham City?
Oh, wow.
So in terms of the map, and that's huge, because Arkham City was pretty damn big. And supposedly, as far as what we know right now, Scarecrow is going to be one of the main villains. But you know how they always do. They give you one villain, and it ends up being somebody else behind that villain.
Yeah.
When you end up playing the game. But it looks really cool. I was looking at the trailer we were talking about, and the design of Batman looks different from the previous games that they worked on. It looks more like a realistic portrayal of Batman in terms of how he looks. It doesn't look as graphic novel-esque as the first 2 games, so I don't know if that's going to translate into the actual game, or that's what they chose just to use as footage. So there's still a lot of stuff for us to find out about this game. Kevin Conroy's back.
Woo!
Playing Batman.
Nice.
Which he worked on the first 2 games, and of course the animated series. And I'm really excited for this. I'm definitely gonna pre-order it sometime soon. I'm just wondering if they're gonna do some crazy collector's edition.
Yeah, that's
something like that. Will. So
they will.
Yeah, it's badass. I'm definitely gonna be picking this up on PS4 once October hits.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. It's only coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Yeah. And a lot of other games we've seen recently have been coming on both. And you could tell, because they're scaled back on next gen, because it has to be on, next gen, current gen.
Yeah.
Next gen is now current gen, but you know what I mean. It has to be scaled back for like 360 and PS3.
Yeah.
But this is gonna look fantastic.
Can't wait to see what other reveals. I'm sure we'll find it more at E3 this year.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get some sort of gameplay trailer or something. Maybe an on-stage demo.
Yeah.
At like the Sony press conference or something.
Yeah, a roll call of villains for the game would be pretty good too. I mean, I would love to see a game where, like, say for example, Scarecrow actually steps up
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
to be a real villain, not just some little side quest
Yeah.
or Easter egg like he was in Arkham City.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He played a pretty decent role in Arkham Asylum, though.
Yeah, that was one of the best parts of the game
Mm-hmm.
when
Yeah, but-
Batman's hallucinating and everything. But of course, he wasn't the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks good. I'm excited.
All right. So let's move into some movie news here, and well, more video game movies are on the way. Screen Gems, the people that have given us the Resident Evil franchise, are now set to distribute The Last of Us movie, and it's going to be produced as of right now from Sam Raimi, the guy who gave us things such as Evil Dead and Spider-Man and something else, the Wizard of Oz prequel that came out not too long ago.
Yes. 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 Yes.
I think you're excited. Are you, Lech?
Just a bit. Just a bit.
I am curious to see what they're going to do with this. If they're going to follow the story of Joel and Ellie, or if they'll, like, you know, be set in that universe but with different characters.
Well, from where I'm sitting, the only way they can mess it up is if they do what they did with the Resident Evil film series.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Just, yeah.
Hey, let's create this character that has nothing to do with it and make her the center of the universe. Don't get me wrong, I love me some Mila Jovovich, but
Mhm.
come on. Come on. Come on, people. She's not even mentioned in any game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fuck, the closest game they ever came to close to a character like hers was, what, Code Veronica?
Yeah, I guess so.
And even then, it wasn't even a main character. It was a boss character.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of strange that even after the movies came out, they just never, put her in somewhere in the series, like games that came after the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
You would think they would try to shoehorn that character into the franchise, but
Couldn't have made things worse.
mm,
Oh, that's true.
they could have did something to help with the continuity, but the continuity doesn't make any sense.
There is no real continuity in the movies either because it
Yeah.
goes from slight zombie problem, zombie fallout, zombie apocalypse to straight up the world is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then the next one is like, okay, the world's not as bad off as we thought it was. The oceans haven't dried up like we showed in the previous one. Actually, none of that actually happened at all.
I think the last one I saw was the third one. Was that where they were like in the desert in like Vegas?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where the world was dead.
That's the last one I saw. I didn't see the 3D one. Actually, I think I started watching it. And I'm like, this is so stupid. And then shut it off.
Be glad you didn't watch the fifth one.
Mm.
Because
First?
it pretty much retconned everything.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be honest, I kind of enjoyed 4 and 5.
I saw it, and like since was it 4 or 5 that was made for 3D, or both of them were?
I
don't
think
remember.
both of them were.
Yeah.
4, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, because 4, like when I was watching it, it just seemed like they kept throwing shit at the screen. I'm like, okay, this is so obvious. This was built for 3D.
I saw it in 3D at the theater. It was actually really good 3D.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw it just normal 2D, so I
Okay.
just thought it was really funny and out of place.
Mm.
Yeah, the 3D for 4 and 5 was actually pretty damn good,
Hmm.
which was surprising
Yeah.
because they were such horrible movies.
The only complaint I would really give 5 was they kind of ruined Leon.
Kinda. They ruined Leon. They ruined Ava. They ruined Barry.
Which is amazing to do.
Yeah. when the only game he's in makes him look like a freaking boss, and then you put him in the movie and he's like, I'm bear, oh, I'm dead.
Great choice of actor for him, though.
I mean, that's another thing that's pissing me off. They're doing a good job at finding people that look like their characters that they're supposed to be, but then it's like, oh, but they're not Alice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not Alice. No. Like the guy that got to play Wesker, perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even the people that got to play Chris and
Jill.
Jill, all the side characters they've been finding look perfect for, live action counterparts.
Mhm.
But when they just stand there, it's like, oh, where's Alice? It's basically Poochie from The Simpsons. When Alice isn't there, everyone should be like, oh, where's Alice?
Mhm. I want to see how this turns out because we all know how video games movies usually turn out. And especially something like this that gets announced and a year from now we hear Sam Raimi drops out of the project, another studio picks it up, that type of stuff. We're still waiting on a whole bunch of other movies.
Yep.
It seems like Sony can't get their act together because I thought they were doing an Uncharted movie and now they're doing a Last of Us movie. And I heard they were trying to do Shadow of the Colossus movie. Like, try to get one movie out before you jump to the next one.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like they're trying to get a lot of hype built up, but it's okay. It's like, oh, I'm announcing I'm going to have dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see how it'll turn out. I still got to play this game, which is ridiculous. I know. Still in my backlog.
It's worth it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And at the end of the day, even if the movie does fail, there's another option. Just watch a well-done Let's Play of the game.
Yeah, and it's kind of strange that they're making a cinematic video game, right? And then they want to make a movie out of that cinematic video game. So why was the game cinematic in the front? Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I thought it already fulfilled the purpose, but I guess Sony just wants to, make the franchise or the property bigger than it is.
Like I said, if they do it with like another batch of characters and tell a different story in that universe, like that would work.
I'm
even
wondering
just the setup for the Last of Us game.
Yeah.
Because
like
they had giant walled-off cities, bandits, and, the government. That alone would be a great story.
I'm wondering if this gets developed quickly or not, because by the time this will eventually come out, if people are going to be kind of tired of the whole post-apocalyptic thing, because we've been having this with The Walking Dead. The series is huge, of course, nowadays. World War Z. I know this isn't directly zombies, but the whole
it's something scarier
thing.
Yeah, something a bit more realistic.
Yeah, I'm wondering how this is going to be received, not by gamers, but by the general population. Because, of course, I'm definitely going to check this out once, or if eventually it comes out. I'll definitely check it out. But I'm just wondering how the larger public is going to, take, if they're going to take to this or not. And they're going to be like, oh, that's The Walking Dead. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to our final news story of the week. Dr. Lech, you've got this one.
Yes, our final news story of the week. Surprise, surprise. The new live-action Jungle Book, I'm stuttering here, casts Idris Elba as the villainous Shere Khan.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. Things just... I didn't even know about this project. Now I'm kind of excited. Because I have recently become a fan of this man. Through his great portrayals in Pacific Rim and both Thor movies. And as much as it pains me to say this, he was one of the shining beacons in the latest Ghost Rider movie. But yes, apparently Disney is currently working on a new live-action adaptation, like they have to do every 15 years so they can hold on to the license. And he has been cast as the voice of Shere Khan. Now, another thing, if that doesn't get you excited, that should get you excited, is the special effects for the animals and the environments and everything will be done by award winner Rob Legato, who's worked on Avatar, Wolf of Wall Street, Hugo, and the Titanic.
Mm.
So this isn't some little, oh, let's get this out on video as soon as possible. Plus, it's being directed by, I don't know, you might have heard of him, Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
You know, he did Iron Man and, unfortunately, that other movie, Cowboys and Aliens. I'm sorry, I have yet to run into anybody who liked that movie. You know what I mean?
I haven't seen it yet.
You're not.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't bad, but it's like, really? You hit us with this? But yeah, it's Ron Howard's one of the main producers. It's going to be, Disney is currently looking for an October 9th, 2015 release.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely not something they're rushing through.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And there's dogs going crazy someplace. Sorry, I just heard barking.
They're fans of Jon Favreau. That's why.
Yeah, who isn't a fan of Jon Favreau? He was one of the best things about the Daredevil movie.
Mm.
He was in that movie? I don't even remember that movie that much,
he was,
honestly.
Bucky Nelson.
I don't remember much.
Probably
I
for
only
the better.
remember, like, Michael Clark Duncan. That's about it.
Rest his soul.
Mm-hmm.
Great actor. But yeah, that's this should be good.
Mm-hmm. Yep, at least one good part of the movie, anyway.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that is going to do it for our news stories of this week. Keeping it short. All right, so now let's move on to our been playing, been watching, and probably haven't been reading a damn thing section.
What is this reading you speak of?
All right, so who wants to kick us off for the been playing?
I guess I will. I've been playing a lot of GTA 5.
Nice.
I finally got my hands on it. The story is amazing. The gameplay is smooth. And the online is frustrating if you're by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't tell you how many times I was just walking down the street, car pulls up, dead.
Sounds about right.
That's why I haven't played the online, because I heard about that. I'm like, nope, I'm not dealing with this.
Well, if you have a crew to go with, then you can just do missions over and over and again until your character's all built up. And But starting off by yourself, it sucks. It's rough.
Mm-hmm.
That and you have a very limited amount of clothing options and stuff like that, which kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm. And they still haven't put in heist yet, which is annoying.
Yeah, they're working on it.
Mm.
Not going to complain too much. I mean, it's still a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been playing.
All right. Well, one of the things on my list here, been playing a little more NHL 14, the Be a Pro mode. Nothing really to say about it other than I've got all the meters maxed out now for management, teammates, family, so everybody's happy. I'll probably piss them off later down the road just to see what happens for fun.
That's right, because I remember you mentioned that once before that you was kind of playing as a jerk.
Yeah. I
And
got demoted.
Yeah, there was a huge amount of backlash on you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like very realistic in that aspect, I take it.
A little bit, yeah. There was one instant where some teammates wanted to, I think, pull a prank on a friend. The thing popped up, and I went with the option to tell a friend, and, tell the friend who was going to be pranked on. They're like, a big fight ensues. You get injured. And got, like, minus 15 on, like, wrist shot accuracy and a few other things for the next game. My stats actually went from 79 down to 72 for the next game.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's, wow.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to play like that season, maybe the next one, then stop.
Sounds fun.
What about you, Israel?
Well, first game that I got here is a game that I haven't played in months. When I was watching a YouTube channel, Charge Back Forward, and they did a video for this game, Hotline Miami.
Nice.
And I got back to it now. I think I had maybe, I want to say like 6 or 7 levels left.
Mm-hmm.
And man, these last couple of levels were a pain in the ass. I wanted to throw my Vita at the wall several times. But I'm like, no, I'm not going to destroy this awesome piece of kit right here. It's not happening. Man, this game's super fun. The soundtrack is amazing for this game. I was trying to look to see if I could buy it like on CD or even like a digital download, and all I saw was like Steam has it, and you have to own the game on Steam to get it. It's kind of stupid. Like,
Yeah.
I checked iTunes. I was like, wouldn't this just be on iTunes? And I was like, oh, I guess they don't want my money. But the soundtrack is awesome. The gameplay is awesome. If you guys haven't played it, it's like an isometric view, 2D graphics, very violent, very bloody, but super fun.
Yep.
I definitely recommend this to anybody. I think you could probably get it for like 10 or less with like sales on Steam or PSN.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's on Xbox or not. I don't think so as of right now. But yeah, it's super fun. I definitely recommend it. It got really difficult towards the end, but it's super fun. I still don't understand what the hell is going on in the game. Because at the end, you finish it, and it's like, here's a conclusion. And you're like, wait, what? You're still confused, but it's definitely one of the best, like, in terms of, like, gameplay, games that I've played over the last year. Super fun, very challenging, but very rewarding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Quite looking forward to the sequel this year.
Oh, hell yeah. I didn't know that was coming out this year. Definitely want to pick that up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, Lech, have you been playing anything else?
That's just that Battlefield 4. Like I said, even as broken as it is, it's still, when you get into a good server with great play, and it's literally down to the wire type of match where you only win like by maybe 20 points, it's still a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
They just got to fix their shit, that's all. But yeah, I really haven't been playing much else. How about you?
Well, I've been playing quite a bit of Dark Souls 2 since I picked it up yesterday. I'm so happy to die repeatedly.
That's the dungeon crawler one, right?
Not really. Kind of.
I must be thinking of a different game then.
Yeah, it's an RPG, I guess, the best way, an action RPG in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, just like the first one, incredibly difficult. I haven't even seen a boss yet, and I think I've died at the hands of, like, minions, basically, so many times.
God. That sounds vicious.
Oh, you have no idea. Yeah,
Man, it seems like one of those games that I would not be able to play. I'd get pissed. I'd throw my console at the wall. It just sounds crazy. But I was going to ask, I know, people were complaining that supposedly they were trying to make it more accessible to more people, and they thought that meant necessarily like lower the difficulty or whatever. Do you think they do something like that with this?
No, not at all. When they were talking about more accessible, the opening of the game and telling you like how to do things is a bit more easier.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it will guide you in a bit smoother than the last game did and better than Demon Souls did.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, difficulty is still up there. It has taken me hours just to advance through like certain areas.
Wow.
Yeah. And granted, I am playing as a sorcerer, so that is kind of limiting me in a way, because I only have like 30 spells every time before I need to like go back to a bonfire and recharge. And granted, when you recharge at a bonfire, all the enemies respawn again, so...
Oh, that's
Sweet
terrible.
Jesus. Yeah.
That's masochistic right there.
I don't think I could play that.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, but it's so good, though.
I'll take your word for it, but
Yeah. I'll let you play it and you enjoy it. I'll live vicariously through you.
yeah, I mean, I get frustrated when I get, killed by lag. I don't even want to think about playing that type of game.
But it kind of falls in the same kind of category, I would say, as Hotline Miami, where you are dying repeatedly over and over again, but as soon as you get past something, you really get that feeling of achievement that you've actually done something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
that's definitely a great feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One last thing I will mention about in basically the little starting, well, not town because it's not really a town, but where you level up and are able to buy stuff and shit. There's this monument thing which you can go up to and examine, and it will actually show you how many deaths worldwide. Yesterday morning when I picked up the game, I looked at it and it was already at 300,000. I looked at it today, it has gone beyond 3 million.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm staying far away from that game.
What else you got, Israel?
I got the same game that you got on your list, Dead Nation Apocalypse Edition on the PS4.
Nice.
I played only briefly one of the missions. I don't know if the campaigns are different, whether you pick the male or female character.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe they are. They're like slight different stories. But I picked the female character. I went through the first mission, and it was pretty fun. I hadn't played the original one on PS3. Even if I had downloaded it, I think I had downloaded it when they had the whole PSN issues that they gave the game away, but I just never really got into it. Yeah. And this one's pretty fun, especially after playing Resogun. I really enjoyed that game, and it's the same studio. Mm-hmm. It's definitely a fun game to play. It isn't like amazing. I don't think it is. It's not as addicting as Resogun, or to the level of quality as Resogun. Not saying it's a bad game or not a quality game, but it's just not up there with Resogun in my opinion. But it's still pretty fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe it's just I have like a zombie. We were talking about that earlier. Overkill at this point because it's another zombie game, but it's still pretty fun. I definitely recommend it. It's free on PS Plus for PS4 this month. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's been fun. I've gotten through the first 2 missions using the female character myself, and I'm enjoying it. I've been wanting to try the Broadcast Plus mode though.
Oh yeah, I heard about this where like more zombies show up on your map, right? If the more the people show up or something.
Well, people can either fuck you over or help you out.
Oh.
Like, I was watching one of the streams from the PlayStation app itself, live from PlayStation, and, I was able to vote in that. The guy was actually playing and people were, like, pretty much screwing him over. But one of the fun things I saw about that was all of the zombies that were, like, running at him on screen had the names of everybody that was watching him above them.
Oh, that's pretty funny. That's a cool little, something simple like that. It isn't too complicated, but it just adds to the experience. Mm-hmm. That's pretty funny.
Yep. Yeah, we should definitely give that a co-op run at some point.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely got to try out the co-op. Maybe it's even more fun with co-op. I don't know. Because I know there's a lot of people who really like this game for whatever reason. Yeah. I think it's a good game. It didn't blow me away like Resogun did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a nice top-down shooter. Mm-hmm. All right, well, I got one more thing on my list here, which I forgot to put into the notes at the beginning. I have finally got around to playing The Last of Us Left Behind DLC.
Ooh.
Mm.
And it was incredible. It was so good.
How long did it take you to finish?
I think it was like 3 hours.
Oh,
Maybe
really?
less. Yeah.
I thought it would be less than that. I thought it was like maybe an hour and a half or something
Yeah.
I think it ranges anywhere between like an hour and a half to 3 hours, depending on how much you explore and look around, do whatever, and
okay.
die. I was playing on normal, so I kind of died a few times.
Mhm.
But yeah, I absolutely enjoyed it. It
Mhm.
made me cry again.
Ooh,
Not surprised.
that's got to be good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a nice
Yeah.
little story to include. Like, I'm sure from the teasers that you've probably seen, they show Ellie with her friend. But that's not all the game includes. You get to see something else as well throughout it, so.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'll definitely have to play the regular game. Just need to stop buying all these other games that are coming out and start playing other games that are already on. But
Mhm.
yeah, that's definitely on my radar. Once I finish up the regular game, I'll definitely pick that DLC up.
Yep, that pretty much does it for me for men playing.
Yeah, I still got 4 more games, but I'm gonna try to go as quickly as possible. The first one that I got here is The Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 1.
Woo!
I haven't played Episode 2 yet, but
Woo!
I'm gonna play it pretty soon. But man, this just made me feel really uncomfortable in a lot of areas in this episode. And the dynamic is different because you're playing as Clementine. You're not Lee Everett because of what happened at the end of season 1.
Lee Dunn, what?
What? But because of what happened, and the dynamic is different because when I played season 1, I felt like a father figure playing as Lee towards Clementine. Like I was really protective with her, and all my decisions were like try to make her feel comfortable and try to, make her, survive in this world and teach her all these strategies and whatever. So now it feels different that you're actually playing as Clementine, but the game's still as powerful in terms of the emotion that it gets out of you. It ranges from, being like furious, like really mad and really uncomfortable to like somber and like crying. And man, these guys are masters at that, just getting you all the range of emotions that you get, like from maybe happy to sad to angry and all over the place in between. I'm definitely looking forward to episode 2. I'm wondering where they're gonna, head to, no pun intended. But yeah, it's fantastic. If you guys enjoyed season 1, definitely check this out. I don't know why it took me so long to play it. It came out back in December, and I guess I just forgot I had it, or one of those backlog games. But definitely gonna play episode 2 soon. Next game that I got here is Forza 5. I've just been playing some more races in there. Nothing too much else to talk about. It's more Forza. Very, very good looking game on the Xbox One. I think the force feedback on the rumble triggers really adds to the experience when you're going from like the track to off-road and all the unique things that it does with the rumble features. It's still super fun. There's so many races in the game. I don't know if I'm ever gonna freaking beat it, because it seems like I play like 1 or 2 races every now and then. And for me, it's so intense that I'm like in front of my TV, and just one race gets me so intense because I have it like on medium difficulty, and hitting those turns and hitting the acceleration at the right time and braking. It's just great. But let's see what else I got here. Titanfall, that just came out. I've been playing the crap out of that. It is ridiculously fun. Ridiculously fun. Like I really enjoyed it during the beta, and I'm even enjoying it even more now that the full game's out because they got so many maps. And it just feels so good gameplay-wise. Of course, it's online only. There's really no campaign. There is like an online campaign where you switch off between the two different factions. But it's done kind of strange. Like, I haven't really played it because you need to have like a set amount of time to play it. You can't just stop in between. Like, I think you play like 5, 6, or 7 different match types in a row within one of the different groups, either the militia or the IMC. But you can't like pause it and come back since you're playing with other people online. So it's kind of weird. Mm-hmm. But I've been mostly playing the classic mode, which is just jump in, shoot everybody, score points. It's super fun. I definitely recommend it if you guys got an Xbox One. Even on the 360, I'm hoping that version turns out well so more people could check out the game because it's super fun. And the last and final game that I got, which is something that I pretty much caved in and bought after 2 of my friends kept talking about it, and that is South Park: The Stick of Truth. Oh my God. This game is hilarious. From just starting off the game, and I don't want to spoil anything because it's something you just have to experience. All I got to say is if you're a South Park fan, pick this game up 100%. 100% pick it up. If you're not a South Park fan, don't pick it up because it's made for and tailored to fans. There's so many references to all the different seasons of South Park. So many characters. Oh man, the map, the layout. There's so many little like in-jokes for like gamers because Matt and Trey, of course, they're gamers themselves, and they wrote this game. So all these little jokes. I'm not a fan of turn-based RPGs, but this one is still pretty damn fun, and it has like a mechanic. I know some reviews compared it to the Mario and Luigi like RPGs, where when it isn't your turn, you could still defend and hit buttons, so it's not like you're just standing there. So it adds like a little dynamic to the gameplay, and it's just really fun, really comedic. 100% recommended if you're a South Park fan. I'm only about 2 hours in. I need to get back to it, but I pretty much caved after like 2 of my best friends were talking about it. They're like, "Oh, this game's hilarious. It's amazing." And I definitely recommend it.
I want it so bad.
Yeah, I caved. I was like, I actually didn't pick up like a physical copy. I got it on PSN because I had some PSN credit, and I was like, I got PSN credit. I don't feel like going to the store. Let me just pick up the digital version. I'll probably pick up like a physical version down the line when it gets cheaper, but it's so funny. The transitions between like gameplay and like cutscenes are really good. It really feels like you're playing an episode of the TV show. And it's so good. Like, that's all I got to say. Like, I'm not going into specifics because it's so funny, and the jokes, you just have to experience them yourself.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, so let's dive into the binge watching section. Who'd like to begin here?
I've been watching True Detective.
How is that?
It is damn good. They just recently had the season finale. There was only 8 episodes this season. And they haven't really been too clear if there's going to be a season 2 or not. But the writing has been really good. There's been, of course, there's always going to be an episode here and there that's not too great, but it's been, it's good. I mean, from writing standpoint, from a technical standpoint, it's a very solid series. If you love a good mystery, then this is definitely for you.
Cool. Yeah, I've been wanting to check that out. I'll probably end up downloading it soon. Probably after I get done with Hannibal.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. You will not... It's one of those... The last few episodes in particular, I've actually been watching them as they come out every Sunday. And you know it's a good episode when it's over, when you feel it shouldn't be over.
Okay.
It's like, oh, here we go. It's like, then it rolls the credits. It's like, what? It's been an hour? What? Where's my show? It's like that.
Sweet.
Yeah. So that's what I've been watching.
One of the things on my long, long list here, because I've been watching a crap ton of stuff, been watching The Walking Dead more so, and damn, the last few episodes have been really good. Bit slower pace, but they've been tense.
Really?
Yeah. The group is basically split up now after the prison, so we've had a few episodes just focusing on, like, individual characters or groups, so they've been going that route, but the last episode was really incredible, showing how a few of them have been, like, advancing, and yeah, it was great. Just the opening of the episode was 3 of them stood back to back to back in a foggy area surrounded by zombies.
Yeah, I was about to ask her, actually zombies this season?
Yes.
I know it's been like a constant complaint almost. It's like, where's the zombies?
Yeah. Yeah, they're out in the wild now, so they've been dealing with quite a few of them.
Ooh, that's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Israel?
Trying to think what I've been watching. Oh yeah, the WWE Network. I've been watching the crap out of that. I've been watching like all the different shows that they have on there. WrestleMania Rewind, which they got 2 episodes now. They got one about the first main event of the original WrestleMania. They got one about WrestleMania 3 with Andre and Hogan. They got some, what's the other ones? The WWE Legends panel.
Nice.
Where they just talk about some, a certain topic. Like, for example, they talked about, like, the worst characters in history and things like that.
Mantar!
Exactly.
The Shockmaster!
I was just about to talk about that. They talk about the Shockmaster. Let's see, what else have I been watching? Some old episodes of Raw and SmackDown from the late 90s, early 2000s. So yeah, it's been good. They definitely need to improve the app on the PS4. They did do an update for it, but it's still spotty here and there. Sometimes it's constantly loading, or it's stuck, or it freezes. They really don't have a feature like Netflix does to add things to your queue. So if you want to watch something and just add things, they don't have that feature. So they definitely need that. They definitely need the feature that Netflix has. When you stop watching something and you come back, you just resume. You don't have to start it completely. So I can understand. It's they're just getting into it right now. It's just been out for a couple weeks, but I'm looking forward to them releasing newer updates, more content. But it's been good from what I've seen, and it's something that consumes you in terms of time. If you're ever just bored, you're like, oh, let me turn that on and just look up some random wrestling stuff, maybe some ECW pay-per-view or something. So it's really cool. I definitely recommend it if anybody who listens is a wrestling fan.
Still waiting for it here in Canada.
Yeah. That sucks you guys don't have it.
Yeah, my roommate picked it up recently, and we have it on the 360, which is still kind of limited compared to some of the other consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She got really upset about it. She's like, well, I wanted to see this stuff, but I can't because they haven't uploaded it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard that complaint, too, a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, why are you going to brag that you have this huge library, but you won't upload it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with you there because it seems like they're slowly releasing things. Because like the first week it was out, they had like that one episode of WrestleMania Rewind, and like last week they added the Andre Hogan one. The first week they had like a WWE countdown, like one episode. Now like 2 weeks later they have 2 other episodes. So it seems like they're slowly adding things over time.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything is there. Like I wish I could just pick like a year, like 1999, and watch any Raw or any SmackDown from that year. And that's not the case, really. They just have certain shows.
Select episodes, yeah.
Exactly, select episodes. So they do have a lot of pay-per-views,
Oh yeah.
I enjoy watching the pay-per-view, sure, but I want to go back and watch like an episode of Raw or SmackDown from like 2001 or when they did the invasion angle or something like that, like for example. And you really can't do that. You really can't do that at this point, which is kind of disappointing. But I've been enjoying what's there. They, like I said, they definitely have some kinks to work out with the app on the PS4.
Quick question.
Yep.
Do they have the do they broadcast Raw and SmackDown live on there?
No, they don't. And they don't have up to date like what they call it, like rewinds, like Raw replays or whatever. They have, last time I checked, they had like Batista's return. I think that was the last Raw that they posted on there.
Oh Jesus!
And SmackDown, so it was like late January, right?
Wow.
They haven't updated. I thought like every week, maybe even like a week later they would update the Raw so you could watch it, but
yeah, because
that
they
hasn't
were
been the case,
bragging
I guess.
about that. They were like, "Oh, if you miss the first hour, you can just come home and watch it right from the beginning, right away."
Nah, you can't do that yet. Hopefully they add it in the future. I guess they don't want to piss off USA Network or like Hulu, because they have that deal with Hulu that you could watch Raw the next day or something like that.
Yeah, but I imagine that's probably going to be up pretty soon if I remember correctly. Their USA contract and their...
Yeah, because they couldn't negotiate the USA one. That's up in, I think Matt Fowler of IGN said September.
Yeah, that's true. So we'll see what happens with WWE. I don't know if another, network is going to pick them up. It'd be kind of strange that USA wouldn't pick them up since it's been so successful for so long. I know they had that brief stint with what is now Spike TV, right? It used to be TNN, right? Was it back in the day?
Yep, TNN.
So we'll see what happens with that, but it definitely needs to be improved over time. So.
Did you have anything else, Lech?
No, not really.
Okay. I guess I'll run through something else I've been watching then. Let's continue with TV first, and been watching more of Arrow, and...
Damn it. Every time you say that, I remember, you really got to start watching that.
One word to sum up the last episode. Deathstroke.
Oh, damn it. Damn it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure tonight's episode is going to be the Suicide Squad.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep. So that another show that's just been absolutely fantastic as of late. And I'll have another one in a minute too. Back to you, Israel.
Trying to think what else I've been watching. I've been watching something else. I probably just slipped my mind. I've just been listening to a lot of podcasts. Guess that kind of counts in a way. Sure. Like Stone Cold's podcast, Chris Jericho's podcast, Jim Ross's podcast. So they're all good stuff. One thing I forgot to mention like earlier during the game section, and I know it's kind of random that I'm bringing it up now, but
it's not.
Titanfall, like it's worked since it's launched. Like it hasn't been broken. And it's funny because we were talking about the whole Battlefield situation, and there's been a lot of people complaining, like, over the past year, of course, and they're rightfully so. A lot of games been coming out broken, unfinished. They need, like, a whole bunch of patches to fix it. And this game comes out. It's a major release, and it works, and people are just quiet about it. Like, I wish people were like, hey, it's working. Like, yay. You know what I mean? Like, pointing it out, and...
Well, didn't Xbox Live kind of stop working the other day?
Well, I personally didn't experience that, but I did hear that some people were having issues logging into the Xbox One, Xbox Live, but I haven't had any issues personally. Maybe that was something when I was at work and they got fixed by the time I got home. That could be the case, but I know there's been some slight issues on the PC.
Yep.
But as as the Xbox One goes, I've had no issues, and I've been finding games really quickly. I know when I played Battlefield 4 on PS4, like in November, it took forever to find a game. It was just constantly loading, and this is working great. So kudos to Microsoft, Respawn, and even EA, because of course they're co-publishing this with Microsoft.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's about it.
All right, I guess I'll do a rapid fire of the other things I've been watching. First off, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Last night's episode was incredible. They actually brought in Jamie Alexander as Lady Sif again.
It's about time.
Nice.
Yeah.
We reported that, 3 months ago?
Yeah, something like that. The episode was really great, and Lady Sif actually name-dropped a few certain things to Coulson that should spark any interest in a Marvel fan. I guess it's mild spoilers, if you're worried.
Do it.
Do it. It's off the internet.
All right, I love doing that. Well, Coulson basically asked her, about aliens having visited Earth, and she names off a few of them, and one in particular really stood out, and that was Kree.
Yay!
So, pretty much confirming that they do exist in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Well,
Nice.
we kind of knew that with Guardians of the Galaxy coming up.
Yeah, with Ronan. But still, it's nice to, have the name itself be dropped.
True.
Let's see, what else have I been watching? On Netflix, I've actually been watching the Pokemon anime, the very first season. Mostly due to blame for Twitch Plays Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Which they had a great release for that, because Twitch Plays Pokemon, they finished Red, and the very next day, the Pokemon anime released on Netflix, so...
Yeah, perfect timing.
Yeah, very well timed. Let's see, I also got around to watching The Croods, which was actually quite surprising. Especially given the fact that, one of the main characters was voiced by Nicolas Cage.
Oh, God.
That's that animated film, right?
Yeah, the Caveman.
CJ one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was actually quite good. I was impressed by it. And last but not least, last movie that I saw in theaters last week, 300, Rise of an Empire, a.k.a. Blood, Boobs, and Guts Part 2.
Yay!
Was it any good?
It's what you would expect from that type of movie. So yeah, it was pretty good. I'd give it around a 7, But,
Okay. Now, there's something I've been hearing a lot about that movie. Is that it's really sexist and really racist.
I really don't see that, because the main villain in this one is a woman.
A female general
Mm-hmm.
who was in charge of the Navy, Persian Navy.
Yep.
Which, I've been hearing that argument a lot about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
People will throw that, oh, it's racist, it's sexist. I'm like, okay, what's racist about it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is it because the bad guys are brown? Let's be honest here. The Persian Empire.
Yeah.
They're just mad they're all scissoring.
God, that was another thing. Well, it's sexist. Well, the main, like you pointed out, the main villain, the protagonist, is fucking a female general.
Mm-hmm.
What's sexist about that?
Yeah.
The thing that pissed me off the most was I recently saw a review, which really wasn't a review, just two guys bitching about the movie
Mm-hmm.
without even talking about what was wrong with the movie.
Wonderful.
They're like, well, it was sexist, but, we got to see boobs in it, so I'll give it 2 thumbs up.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Who's the sexist ones now?
Exactly. It was that kind of double standard thing going on there. It's just like, well, it's racist. Okay, what was racist about it? Oh, because the Greeks were white actors. That automatically makes it racist.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and this channel itself, which was actually a very popular channel, I'm not going to drop the name, but it's up there in the top 20 channels
Oh, wow.
They got into a huge backlash from their fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Because, number one, they didn't do a review. The other guy just compared it to a really painful shit he had to take.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. It was one of those, they did that, and then at the beginning of the video, they have a little warning saying, well, it was racist because, we thought it was racist, overdone CGI, really boring movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went into them bitching for about 3.5 minutes without without giving examples or anything. They were just like, at one point they were even like, when they were going over the whole, okay, what did IGN think about it? What did Rotten Tomatoes? And their response was, who gives a fuck?
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
And that was a huge backlash.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every comment was like, wow, you guys are fucking stupid. We come to you for an honest review and we get this.
Mm-hmm.
And even I was like, wow, how bad is this movie? And I've been looking around, like the Rotten Tomatoes, it's at, 7.5?
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's not a bad movie. It's just, it's stuff we've seen before.
Yeah. It's good, mindless entertainment.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be 100% historically accurate because it's
Mm-hmm.
based more off the Frank Miller comic book
Mm-hmm.
than actual history.
Yep.
And Frank Miller, well, don't get me started on Frank Miller. He's good at Sin City, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say I did enjoy it for what it was. Plus, it had a Godzilla trailer at the beginning of it, so...
That makes it worth it right there. Jesus, why can't make it here faster?
That's probably going to be the first movie to actually go to theater to watch in a long time. 'Cause I don't remember the last movie I saw in a theater. It's been a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Captain America next month. Woohoo.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's true. That
next
comes out,
month.
too.
And I think the last movie I went and saw was Monsters University.
Hmm.
But that was about a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm trying to think what was the last movie I saw in theaters. I honestly can't remember. I think it might have been Pacific Rim. That was a long time ago.
All right, so, nothing in the bin reading section?
Speaking of Frank Miller, I've tried reading through All-Star Batman and Robin recently.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That wonderful, is it?
Let's just say he has Batman killing people.
Okay. What?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's crap.
Okay, then.
I'm trying to think. Maybe I'm confusing people here. Who's the one who did The Dark Knight Returns? Was that Frank Miller?
Oh, that was Chris Nolan. Oh, yes, Dark Knight Returns. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the comic.
Yes, that was Frank Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the 80s, 90s.
I've always wanted to read it, but every time I see the artwork, I'm like, ugh, I don't know what.
The artwork really doesn't work very well. Like, if you want a better adaptation, go watch the animated movies.
Mm-hmm.
The Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and 2, because those are beautiful. The writing is good because they just adapted the, they did, it's a DC animated film, so it's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
But reading the books was kind of hard, especially with the art. With the new ones, Jim Lee is the main artist on it, so the art is great.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But the writing is just... For starters, okay, well, he kills people, and Black Canary's in the story, and she has no powers, and she's Irish, and she's obsessed with Batman. Wonder Woman is in it, and she is super bitch, who walks around in high heels referring to men as sperm banks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically Frank Miller's writing style is noir, sex, violence. Every woman is a mean bitch that deserves to get smacked.
Hmm.
Well then.
Yeah, he's ruining the Batman series. Like, he kidnaps Robin from his parents who were just killed.
What?
Yeah, his parents get killed. He kidnaps Robin from the cops, kills 20 police just getting away, and then locks Robin in the Batcave and leaves for a month.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crap. It is pure, unadulterated crap. If you want a good review of the series, go check out Linkara. Top of the Fourth Wall. He's been doing a review of it over the past few years. He'll do an issue here and there. It's awful.
Okay.
It is the best way to sum it up. It's crap.
I'll avoid that Batman comic then.
Yeah.
Yeah, go read a good one. Like Death in the Family is a great story.
I got Hush here that I got to read, so that's going to be good.
Yeah, I haven't gotten around to that one. I've been trying to catch up on comic books because there's so many good ones out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kingdom is still one of my all-time favorite DC series
Mm-hmm.
because it's beautiful writing, beautiful artwork. You know, you feel accomplished when you finish it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
that's what I've been reading.
Yeah, Hush is about the only one that I own that I haven't read in terms of the Batman comics that I got. So, and now with the whole rumors of Hush being one of the characters in Arkham Knight in the game later this year, I definitely want to read that so I could, understand more of the backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That should be good.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay then. So I guess we can move on to the shameless self-promotion section.
Yay!
So, Lech, you want to promote your channel that got took down?
Yeah, go right to the DrLech YouTube. That's no longer there. Which is funny because you go to search for my videos, they'll still come up into search.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Click on them. Has been removed by YouTube. Or channel no longer exists.
Wow.
But on a slight note, one of my stories that I wrote quite a while ago, actually someone did a creepypasta of it,
Ooh.
Mhm.
which
Hmm.
kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's, God, I can't remember what the name of it is. Because I wrote the story that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just go under DrLech, you'll find a creepypasta. No, the wrong DrLech. Damn it. There should be a link below. I'll send you the link later.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all I've really been doing. I'm trying to get my secondary channel up and running, which is The Rat Cave.
Mm-hmm.
Don't expect that name to stick around too long. It's going to change. But I'll be doing without the mask stuff on there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm currently going to be doing a big podcast at some point where we talk about some of the worst superhero movies ever made.
Nice.
And I've been digging up some shit on there, like alternate takes of the Superman 4, 5. The one with Radiation Man or Nuclear Man. Apparently, did you know originally it was supposed to be Bizarro?
Really?
Yeah, but they fucked it up. So, yeah,
Good.
that's all I got going on, which ain't much.
What about you, Israel?
Well, I've been trying to get my Twitch streams up on YouTube, but for whatever reason, it's not working, and it's supposed to automatically upload them once it archives on Twitch, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on. I'll try to figure it out, but yeah, I've been streaming some Titanfall the last 2 days. Yesterday I did the first half an hour with the game, which is pretty much just a tutorial and then one round of multiplayer. Today I did another half an hour of gameplay, and it was pretty much just multiplayer. I got my ass handed to me on the stream, which was ridiculous because right before I started streaming, I was doing great.
Oh, of course.
I guess, yeah, of course. But it's super fun. You know, the streaming features on Xbox One, they finally came out with Twitch integration. You could actually archive your footage on like the PS4, which I'm hoping they update that soon.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's up there. It's, I believe, Israel Pacheco 89 Plays. That's the channel, because I had to get rid of my other channel because it was like glitch for some reason. But that's pretty much it for me. I'll be streaming stuff on Xbox One, maybe some PS4 every now and then.
Sweet. Looking forward to it.
Nice.
Well, that's about it.
Okay, cool beans. As for myself, just a couple of things to run over. Ride to Hell is still going on, and
I need to see this latest episode.
yeah, that'll be going up Friday.
I need to see this.
Yeah, as I mentioned in Twitter earlier in the day, they kind of went a bit further with the sex scenes, or quote unquote sex scenes.
You actually see skin now?
No, you're asking for too much there.
Yeah.
Well, you say sex scene. Of course I'm going to think that.
But yeah, I'm hoping that finishes soon because I don't know how much more I can take, to be honest. Next, I did finish up Guacamelee the other day. The final episode of that went up. Great game once again. Love it so much. Dust and Elysian Tale should be coming back soon. I'm hoping to get some more of that recorded over the next few days. And finally, I do have a brand new series coming very soon, I hope. Sat back and recorded about, I think it was 5 or 6 episodes today before the podcast. And that series is going to be known as Lord X versus the game title. And basically, it's going to be me playing games kind of similar in the vein of Super Meat Boy, where I'm probably going to just curse and swear and rage quit.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God, dear God, why would you do that to yourself, man?
For the people. Always for the people.
We, the people.
Yeah, that'll be coming up soon. I should have a teaser trailer going up, I don't know, sometime within the next few days if I get around to doing it, which will reveal the very first game in this series, which is going to be fun. But anyways, that pretty much does it for me for shameless self-promotion. So, guys, questions and comments for future podcasts. We still want those questions and comments.
Mm-hmm.
We get none. we did an hour show last time. We didn't get one. I'm trying to actually find the show here so I could just double check. Oh wait, there was actually 5 comment. Oh right, 1 from you, Israel. And 3 from myself and 1 from Baby Patricio, just saying you'll try to watch the whole cast.
Ouch.
I'll leave a comment this time. Like, so guys,
Yeah, you can complain about that guy talking about Titanfall throughout the episode.
Yep.
Anyways, if you do have questions and comments for us, you can win a free game. I've still got a ton to give out, so please, questions, comments, win a free game.
Yeah. Do it. Do it now.
That's pretty much going to bring us to the end of the episode. Pretty good on time, I think, from when we start to when we finish. So hopefully this trend will continue and we won't have like 3-hour-long episodes anymore.
Unless I go really off track.
Mm-hmm.
Which does happen.
Yeah, it happens to all of us. I mean, me and Izzy did a relaxed podcast the other week, and it ended up being the longest one we've ever done.
Wow.
Because I was talking for about like 20 games forever. Yep.
Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. So, who would like to do the honors of taking us out this week?
Not it.
Stand by for Titanfall. Gone.
No.
I guess I'll do it.
Yeah.
We.
I don't know what to say. Yeah, we should say we, the people, and just end it. Yeah. So as always,
WWE after you.
yeah, they're trying to sue us. But yep. For Lord X and Dr. Lech, another podcast this week. As Lord X said, leave us some questions, win some games. Probably won't get any questions anyway. But appreciate you guys for checking this podcast out. Check us out next week, hopefully, if we're able to record an episode. Maybe I'll talk some more about Titanfall. So, take care, everybody. Later.
Goodbye.
Peace.